me, you can find me at RebeccaProbst.com, and I am going to show you today how to create classroom Valentines for your kids or your friends with some printables and a few easy steps. So follow along and watch how cute this turns out. Okay, so what is a printable? A printable is a downloadable file that I typically format into a PDF for you that you can, it'll come straight to your email if you order it through my Etsy shop. There's a few on my blog that are free downloads. You download it to your desktop, you open it up, and you print. But what I'm going to show you today and tell you about is the best way to optimize your printables that you find online. So here's my first tip. It's not so much the type of printer you have, but the quality of paper. So my favorite paper is a matte photo paper that I get in 8.5 by 11 sheets. I'm actually out of it, but I'll just use typical cardstock because that works too. But I figure the color quality, the resolution is that much greater when you're printing on photo paper. So that's my first tip, okay? My next tip is going to be the way that you have your printer set to print. There's so many different options and every printer is a little bit different, but I figure if I just show you the basic, you can play around with what is going to print the best. So the type of paper, like the finish of the paper, whether it's glossy or matte, makes a huge difference on how the ink gets absorbed onto the paper. I have an inkjet printer and that's absolutely what I would recommend over a laser printer. An inkjet, there's actual ink and it lays into the paper, whereas a laser printer, I guess it like burns the ink onto the surface, and so that's where you get that like coated finish looking print. So I personally love an inkjet finish over laser. Okay guys, so here is my computer screen and I have this file open, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File and I'm going to go to Print, and that's going to pull up my print screen. So there are default settings, obviously US letter paper. My scale, I don't know why it defaults to 94, but I do want it at 100%, okay? And then print preview, I'm gonna drop this down and I'm gonna go to media and quality. And from there, I want to print from my main tray. This printer has a few different options than my other printer, so I'm gonna check plain paper and I'm gonna go best quality. Now I have done photo paper, but that prompts me to load from my rear tray. So I'm just gonna go plain paper best, okay? And then right now I'm just gonna do one copy and I hit print. And it's that simple, and now my printable is printed. Okay, I've got my craft supply set up, and if you guys don't have a paper cutter, I highly recommend getting one because it saves so much time with cutting. You have straight lines, there's areas that you can measure what size you're cutting, and it's like a no-brainer. They're not expensive, any craft store sells them. You can usually find a discount coupon and get them for like half price. So get a paper cutter if you don't have one. Excuse me, if you want your kiddos to use their scissors and cut them, that's fine too. But I'm gonna be showing you how to make my unicorn Valentine's class treat, and so I've already pre-trimmed it, but basically, you know, there's guides on these cutters that show you like where to cut. There's a little guide that flips down, and then you drop down the blade and you just slide it across. And it's, that simple, like, it's a no-brainer. So with these, I use these like unicorn lollipops, and I found mine at the Dollar Tree. I know people have gotten them at Amazon. So I know Amazon has them. I've seen them other places, but every time I just grab some because they were like super inexpensive. And then you're gonna need a hole punch, and you're gonna punch right above her hair, like that. Okay, and this hole punch is a little small, so I need to make it a little bigger so I can get that. Okay, then you're gonna take your lollipop and you're going to slide it through and just kind of work it down. Okay, and then it's real simple. All I do is I attach it to the back with some Scotch tape to hold it down, and that's it. They look a lot more complicated. People ask all the time how I do it. That's how I do it. It's pretty simple. And how cute is that? Like, you have this adorable unicorn class out, and then, you know, your kiddos can sign it, or you can sign it for them. Now, I did take it a step further with this one, and I tied ribbon around the base of the lollipop, so it's like the unicorn's mane. You can add all sorts of stuff and personalize it however you want. But they say, hey Valentine, you're one of a kind, and that makes you unique. So these ones are a huge hit. Kids love them. You could also take a pencil. If you can't find lollipops, find like a cute little rainbow pencil or something. That'd be so cute. That's a good idea. Okay, The next one is a new one for this year. It is my llama. And I had found some blue cotton candy at Target, and they were saying this is llama's wool. So I was like, oh, that'd be cute to make a printable. So I just did one. I find like inspiration for my printables everywhere, and I love the Valentine's puns. So you are woolly cool. And same thing, just cut it down just like you did the other one. And you can double up, but I swear the paper cutter saves so much time. And I know like for those master crafters out there, it seems like pretty remedial, but you know, a lot of people see these things and they're like, how do I use it? Well, this is how you use it. So this one. And then I did some llama swag on these because llamas are like all the rage right now. And this is something you can get your kids involved with. So you can have them pick out the colors of their pom-poms. I got little bags of mini poms at my local craft store, and it's like $1 for, I mean, I don't even know how many, 100 of them, or they're super cheap. But I found little cello bags and I filled them with cotton candy, and then I just attach them with tape to the back. And then these are, this one isn't glued down, this one's just taped down. But yeah, have the kids pick the colors, you use hot glue and then put them on. So this is how I went an inch up from the bottom of the card, and I just put a strip of hot glue. My hot glue gun is not cooperating today. Okay, there we go. It's really old. And then I just picked 3 fun colors. Let's go with orange, hot pink, and green. Or no, let's do orange, hot pink, and yellow. And then I just put them on the hot glue, and it sets like right away. You don't have to wait for it to dry. And that's it, llama swag with hot glue coming off of it. And then I found, like I said, little cello bags, and you fill them with whatever candy. In this case, this was cotton candy because it's the llama wool, and then I attach it, and you're good to go. I mean, that's that one. Seriously, people are going to love the homemade Valentines. And then, see, you don't have to come up with the idea. I'm going to give you the idea, and then you just like print them and recreate them, and you're an expert. You're a DIY expert. Okay, the last but not least is this new peach one. It just says, hey Valentine, you have a peach of my heart. So funny. Trim your Valentine. I thought I already had one trimmed, but I don't. So we're gonna trim it. And like, you can bust out a bunch of these in like 2 minutes and just cut a bunch. Oops, sorry. Okay, so baby Valentine, you have a peach of my heart. And then for these ones, I found peach rings, like gummy peach rings, and I stuck them in a little cello bag, tied it with some twine, and then you can like punch a hole and attach, which I haven't done yet, but you can see how cute and simple, and that's it. So on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up. I will link to all these things so you can get them if you want. If not, my feelings will not be hurt. I have some free ones that are available, and then I have some ones for purchase. So you choose which one fits you the best. And I will see you guys soon.